He called it mercy. He called it balance. The universe called it the single greatest atrocity in its long history. But in the ashes of his victory, what if he wasn't just defeated? What if he was captured and brought to justice? Today, we're putting the Mad Titan on trial. We will analyze his crimes not through the lens of superheroes, but through the lens of real-world international law. At the very top of the indictment is genocide. Under the Rome Statute, this is the intent to destroy, in whole or in part, a national, ethnical, racial, or religious group. Thanos openly intended to destroy not one group, but exactly 50% of every group in the universe. This is genocide on an unimaginable scale. A defense of, but I only destroyed half, is invalid, as the law explicitly covers destruction in part. Potential sentence. Genocide is considered the crime of crimes. A conviction under Article 77 of the Rome Statute carries a sentence of up to 30 years in prison. This charge covers widespread or systematic attacks directed against any civilian population. The list is long. Murder, extermination, torture, enforced disappearance. Thanos' actions are a textbook example of this definition. From the destruction of nowhere to the years of systematic torture he inflicted upon his daughter, Nebula, his actions fall directly under this article. Even his forcible abduction of Gamora as a child after exterminating half her people constitutes the crime of enforced disappearance of persons. Potential sentence. Much like genocide, these crimes carry the highest penalties. The charge of torture alone would warrant a sentence of decades, 50 years in prison. Even in war, there are rules. Thanos' attack on the unarmed Asgardian refugee vessel constitutes the willful killing of civilians and non-combatants. Similarly, his slaughter of the dwarves on Nidavellir after they had surrendered and fulfilled their task is a grave breach of the laws of war. These grave violations are the most serious form of war crimes. Even with the slim possibility of acquittal on other charges, war crimes alone carry a sentence of life imprisonment. A leader is directly responsible for the crimes they order. By providing Loki with an army and scepter to invade New York, he becomes an accomplice to every crime committed in that attack. Every murder and act of destruction carried out by the Black Order legally falls on Thanos' shoulders. It is the equivalent of running a criminal enterprise. This charge does not add more years to a life sentence. However, it makes the legal case against him airtight by proving his direct responsibility for every action, ensuring the application of the maximum possible penalty. The verdict is inescapable. Guilty on all charges. The court would consolidate the sentences to issue a single final sentence reflecting the totality of his actions. Given the convictions for genocide and crimes against humanity, the most serious crimes possible, the final, unequivocal sentence would be life imprisonment. Furthermore, the court would order the forfeiture of all his assets. His warship, armor, and weapons would be liquidated to create a reparations fund for his victims across the universe. In the end, the most powerful being in the universe, who held infinite power, would be confined to a single room for eternity. The law is about holding power accountable and affirming that no one, not even a Titan, is above it.